Fans, this is Leonard Sims with NWA Mountain State Wrestling, wishing you a very happy holiday season. The next 2 weeks you're going to be seeing our year-end review shows for 2006. But on a sad note, one of the great wrestling fans in southern West Virginia, Esther Hutcherson, passed away recently. Esther was a great fan of all of the wrestling in southern West Virginia. As I said, the next 2 shows will be dedicated in your memory. Welcome everyone to this special edition of NWA Mountain State Wrestling. We're in the studio tonight. Joining me is my co-host, Commissioner Larry Light. And Larry, we're going to be looking back at the year 2006. It was a great year for NWA Mountain State Wrestling, wasn't it?
Oh, tremendous year. I come on board as commissioner early in the year, and on TV, everybody's been enjoying all the shows. Great matches at all the house shows, and some tremendous matches going to be shown here tonight.
Fans, it's been, like he said, it's been a tremendous year. We joined the NWA in March of this year. That was a big step forward. Network West Virginia, Charter Media, Sudden Link now. Look for greater things in 2007. We'll be back after this message.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're having our first match here tonight, and it's from Mullins, West Virginia. And it's the tag team champions, Johnny Blast and the Alaskan Assassin Ice versus Chad Cross and Dynamite Derik Billings. And Leonard, watch for the controversy here.
I tell you, Larry, this was a great match.
Yes.
The fans in Mullins were on their seat for the action. Let's join Bart Batten with commentary on this match right now.
MSW Wrestling every Monday night at 8 o'clock. Also, keep your eyes and ears open because Mountain State Wrestling will be coming to the area that you're in very soon, someplace. And there's a drop kick hit by the Ice, which is a big surprise because he is a big guy. Anyway, Billings managed to get his shoulder up, brings Johnny Blast in the ring, and brings Billings with a nice little fist to the midsection. There's a forearm to the back and drives Billings down to the canvas. Come on, Derek, get up! Gotta give the devil his due. Johnny Blast might be considered a crybaby to some people. Been in the ring with him. He is a formidable opponent, when given the chance. There's another Irish whip in the ropes. There's an elbow. Comes off the ropes from Billings. He's over there. He had a chance maybe to get a tag to Chad Cross. Johnny Blast. Johnny Blast kept him from that. There's a couple trying to get behind Derik Billings to, there's a punch to the face from Johnny Blast. Of course, you're not supposed to use the open fist. There's Chad Cross trying to get in the ring, not knowing he's actually doing more harm than good. Because while the referee's over here trying to get him out of the ring, Johnny Blast and Ice just happened to do an illegal switch. Body slam to Derik Billings, and the referee has got his work cut out for him also. Nice once again. There's a nice elbow to the chest. Once again grabs the far leg. Once again a kick out on 2. Billings got to get up. work to his feet. He is up to his feet there, but he's got to get over and get a tag. Once again, a little double team action there from Blast and Ice. And the referee having a time keeping these guys, one guy in and one guy out. There's a real quick knee off the rope there by Johnny Blast. There's another short knee. And I'm telling you, that hurts. That knocks the wind out of him. Billings is in enough trouble as it is. And there's a well-executed vertical suplex. Hooks the leg. Once again, just a 2 count. Johnny Blast is discussing with it. Gary Billings desperately needs to get over this corner and make a tag. Once again, Irish whip in the road by Johnny Blast. Billings. Wait a minute, there's a sunset flip. He's got Johnny Blast over. Only got a 2 count. And that was a clothesline to Billings. Little show of life there. Once again, another tag. Finally, a legal tag from Johnny Blast and Ice. Ice in the ring. Once again, delivering a bunch of elbows. There's a choke. Referee bringing a stop to that. Once again, Ice brings Billings up, and there's his head in the top turnbuckle. That don't feel good. There, the referee's got to break this up. That's a blatant chokehold. And Ice using that bottom rope there for a little extra added leverage. And there's a vicious forearm uppercut, and I guarantee you Billings felt that. Once again, Ice raising his hands. If he was smart, he'd be covering this guy and try and get the 3 count. Double underhook suplex. Once again, he hooks the leg. Once again, he kicks out. I got to give credit to Billings. The kid's hanging in there, but he's got to get over there and get a tag to his partner. It's Chad Cross. He's been out of the ring. It seems like almost since the start of the match. I have a feeling he's the fresh guy. He's got to get in there. He's got to take care of Johnny Blast, Alaskan Ice Man. Once again, get behind him there. He ducks an elbow. He ducks another clothesline. It could have been better executed, but still, he got the effect that he needed with that DDT coming off the ropes. And now it's referee doing the count here. Both opponents do have the count of 10 to get up to their feet. If they don't make it up by the count of 10, then it's a double count out. Referee's after 5. There we go. Ice makes a tag and finally. Chad Cross comes to the right. And there's a right. Ice, and there's a right. There's a clothesline. There's another clothesline. Looks like he's setting right up. There's another clothesline. Billings is back in the ring. Now Cross and Billings as these guys going. Give them a little payback for all the punishment they were just out earlier. They're throwing both. Chad Cross, wait a minute. Where'd these guys come from? These guys have absolutely no business in the ring. And the referee's got to ring the bell. Wait a minute. There's the door to Danny Ray bringing in a fire extinguisher. It's the Bunkhouse Boys. I don't know what they were doing in that ring, but
this ain't got nothing to do with you.
We got to get some order restored here on the referees. I don't know if he's made his decision yet. It's got to be a disqualification because Bunkhouse Boys just came in and interfered. And I believe there's just a little bit more to it. I think seems to be a little fire brewing here between the Bunkhouse Boys and the current MSW Tag Team Champions. It really don't take a rocket science to figure out Bunkhouse Boys are making the belts. Judging from the company that was keeping as far as Johnny Blast, the Alaskan Assassin Rice.
You're a pretty big man now that you bring a weapon into the ring, aren't you?
Johnny Blast getting his 2 cents worth, and I guarantee you that's all it's worth. But I don't know if you can hear what he's saying right there. The way I see it, you know, right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on 3, which, you know, normally would be odds in the favor of guys like Johnny Blast, Ice, Bunkhouse boys.
You know what it's all about? It's those gold straps that these guys got around their waist.
Adorable Danny Ray in the ring. I believe he said just exactly what it's all about. As I told you before, it's about the tag team strap. That's an interesting proposition. So I guess it's a done deal. It's next week. It's going to probably be the main event for next week's program. But it looks like we're going to see Adorable Danny Ray, Chad Cross.
Welcome back, fans, to our special holiday edition of NWA Mountain State Wrestling. We're ready to look at our second match tonight. Our tag team titles changed hands early in the year 2006 in Bud, West Virginia. And we're going to take a look now at a match that occurred in Mount Hope, West Virginia, Larry.
And this is where the Alaskan Assassin Ice and Johnny Blast defeated the champions Derik Billings and Chad Cross. And also in this match, watch for Johnny Blast putting the pile driver on Chad Cross and seriously injuring him and putting him out of action for like 3 months. And my first act when I come in as commissioner was banning the pile driver from NWA Mountain State Wrestling. So now let's go to our TV announcer, Bart Batten.
Bar twist, and Chad Cross got cinching that in a little bit. Now it's a full arm bar. Tags his partner Derik Billings in. And now Derik gets a chance to, well, we got a little double team maneuver there, and there's a double elbow. Definitely relate to them tactics right there, but 2 count from Johnny Blast. And arm bar and twist, a quick eye poke by Johnny Blast to slow Billings down. Ice comes charging in, drop toe hold by Billings, and hey, he goes for a quick cover. Why not? Just really, it was only about a 1.5 count. I think he was more surprised the drop toe hold for Billings than anything else. But anyway, Billings, Irish whipping a turnbuckle, drop kick by Derik Billings. Not a lot of elevation, but definitely got the job done. Put the ice down. Now he comes up with arm bar and twist, and a lot of action here in the opening minutes of this tag team contest. Another tag, drop it. Well executed, and seen that I've done that a few times myself, but drop down high knee to ice. Chad Cross goes for the cover, 2 count, and once again gets to the arm bar. Remember, every week right here at Network West Virginia, 8 o'clock, Mountain State Wrestling, and Johnny Blast, they managed to secure a tag. Ice did, but Blast comes in, a drop toe hold meted him, and a little extra damage to the left knee of Johnny Blast. Chad Cross tags Billings back in, and that is the key to tag team wrestling is you try to keep a fresh man in the ring at all times while trying to keep just one of your opponents in the ring and wear him down. And that is the psychology, philosophy that Cross and Billings are using now, but Johnny Blast kind of slowed Billings down a little bit. There's an Irish whip in the turnbuckle. Comes charging in, but that size 18 comes up there, and believe me, it's a legitimate size 18. To the chin of Johnny Blast, just a 2 count. Ice tries to come in, break it up, but Blast did manage to get out of that. Once again, Billings back to the arm bar. Irish whip in the turnbuckle, goes for a backdrop, and I think Billings went down just a little too soon there because Johnny Blast was able to stop and deliver a kick right there in the sternum to Billings, and that definitely slowed him down. Now there's a vicious head slam to that turnbuckle there. Another forearm into the back, and Johnny Blast loves these kind of situations because he has his man stunned a little bit, he slowed him down a little bit, and he gets a chance to add a little extra additional punishment, as you just saw right there. And, made the legal tag to Ice, but just had to get one more cheap shot in there just for a little extra damage. And there's a blatant chokehold by Ice, and referee just immediately breaks that up. But Billings in a bad way right here, and there's a vicious slam, and there's a flying elbow drop down to Derik Billings, and Ice delivers that with effective, very much effective damage. Once again, another tag here by Ice and Johnny Blast. Ice running ahead in there, and there's a double team. Just multiple kicks to the midsection, and Chad Cross needs to come in here, and he does try to get in there, take care of his partner. Of course, the only problem with that is the referee's concentrating on getting you out of the ring, and while he's got his back turns, guys like Johnny Blast and guys like Ice, they're going to get in just a little, as much extra damage as they can. And and there's a short knee to the midsection after an Irish whip, and there it is again from Johnny Blast, and looks like he's getting ready to get him set for a suplex, and vertical suplex by Johnny Blast, hooks the far leg, and that was a real close 2 count right there, but Billings managed to get the shoulders up for the 3 count, snap there, and now it's a reverse bow and arrow by Johnny Blast, and tag team champions a little bit trouble right now. Fans here in Mount Hope getting behind Derik Billings. He is making his way up to his feet. A couple quick elbows, and that was just a blatant hair pull by Johnny Blast. And there's no excuse for that, but when he has the opportunity, and there, Ice baiting Chad Cross coming to the ring, and Chad just needs to get out of the ring because the referee's not going to turn his back to the action till he gets Cross out of the ring. And of course, once again, that provides an opportunity for Ice and Johnny Blast to get some extra damage in. And you know, that's just the way that tag team wrestling is. And you have to accept that when you go out in the ring every night as a tag team. And you know, there's nothing you do about it but overcome it. Right now, what Billings has to do is overcome that reverse bow and arrow that Ice has really cinched in with his foot in the nap of that neck there. Billings trying to make his way up to the feet. He does make his way up to the feet. There's a couple of elbows. He managed to duck that clothesline. He ducks another clothesline. And there was a double clothesline that sent both competitors crashing down to the canvas. And I'm telling you, they were hitting those ropes at very good speed. And when they had that collision there in the middle of the ring, well, that'll send the stars to you every time. Right now, both competitors trying to get up to their feet. Billings definitely needs to get over to Cross. They both make a tag, and Chad Cross comes in, and it's just Fist City. There's a clothesline to Ice. There's a clothesline to Johnny Blast. Now Derik Billings comes in. We've got all four competitors in the ring. And Ice tries to drop hold. Billings gets him out of the ring. It's just Chad Cross and Johnny Blast in the ring. There, Billings. There's a reverse flare, and the referee goes crashing down. And this can't be good for Derik Billings and Chad Cross, but Billings manages to send Ice with, and what did I tell you? There's bunkhouse. And there's a flying press, buddy press from one of the bunkhouse boys. The Bandit comes out there trying to interfere, and I just had a feeling this was coming. There's a Russian leg sweep, excellently executed by Chad Cross on Johnny Blast. Now we've got the Bandit out there. We've got Chad Cross. Now Kris King is coming into the picture. Boy, everybody's after these guys. Oh, and there's a super kick. And there, Chad Cross got pushed off that top turnbuckle, and Johnny Blast with a pile driver. Oh my goodness, what's going on? There's just the referee. It's just total chaos right here. And there's 1, 2, 3. And I am just disgusted with what just happened right here. I just knew when this thing started. I think I told you all that I had a really bad feeling about this. Somewhere or another, the bunkhouse boys are going to be involved.
State Wrestling Commissioner Larry Light. And if you'd like to have your club, your school, or your civic organization sponsor NWA Mountain State Wrestling in your town, give us a call at 304-673-2054 or you can write us at NWA Mountain State Wrestling, Post Office Box 459, Beckley, West Virginia 25802, or you can contact us at mountainstatewrestling.com. Welcome back, fans. Now we're going to have our third match from Mountain Mayhem 2 that happened in July of this year from Mount Hope, West Virginia.
We're going to see one half of the most popular tag team ever in West Virginia, Ricky Morton, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, taking on a veteran to West Virginia fans in Joey Morton. So let's go to ringside and join our commentator, Nature Boy, Buddy Landel.
Joey Morton starting complaining a little bit to the referee right off the bat here. Joey takes him into the corner. Goes for a right hand, the referee breaks it up. Back into the corner. Ricky Morton. Got a 2 count. Ricky Morton, I love him. Ricky Morton here having a little fun with the youngest Mountain State referee. Got the youngest referee in NWA history up there, Brian Kyle. Good friend of Nature Boy, Buddy Landel. Brian almost got a 3 count on Joey there. I heard that. Ricky Morton here trying to get the crowd into it. I don't think Joey Morton is too interested here. Wanting to get the match started here. Ricky Morton got it on bar.
This little piggy went to the market.
Fans here wanting Ricky to break his arm. Once again, George complaining here to the ref about the tactics of Ricky Morton.
He won't know if it hurts. What's that?
Joey Morton favoring that left hand. Go back in, caught him with the elbow tie up. Ricky Morton with the headlock. Got it cinched in. Joey trying to work his way loose here from it. Once again, fans getting behind Ricky. Joey Morton got a handful of hair. Nice shoulder tackle. Headlock takeover.
Come here, referee. Pull my hair. Come here, Trevor, man. Oh. Look at this smile from my watch my hair.
Joey Morton.
With the hair.
Trying to get a cheap advantage.
How they say in the South, he's pulling his hair. Or lack of it.
2 tackles.
Morton rakes the eyes. Got Ricky in the corner, putting the boots on. Whips him into the other corner. And Ricky Morton puts the boot up and catches Joey. And once again with a headlock takeover.
The Bandit, I hate you got hurt last week. Got that eye busted open. How many stitches did you
That's
get?
all right. It took 12.
12?
12.
Why didn't you just super glue the stinking thing?
Well, you know how insurance and all that.
You got insurance, ain't you?
Sure. NWA's got covered.
Oh, yeah, okay, I forgot. They're loaded.
But yeah, I had to go all the way back to Texas to my family doctor. I don't trust the doctors up here in West Virginia.
Oh, they got great doctors here.
Ricky Morton with a nice
Oh,
knee lift.
Mr. Wrestling number 2 knee lift.
Just a 2 count. Joey managed to kick out.
Now, are you trying to tell me you don't like West Virginia?
You know what? You know the only difference between West Virginia and Texas?
No.
In Texas, we only milk our goats.
What are you trying to say?
I ain't getting into it, but I heard stories about West Virginia people and goats.
Well, I've been wrestling here 27 years. I love West Virginia.
Oh, and Ricky throws Joey out here in front of us. Ricky's coming out
I've heard an
after.
awful lot about Texas.
What's that supposed to
Where the men are men and the women are glad of it.
be? That's right. You know, everything in Texas is big.
Yeah,
And Joey here,
I say you got great big belt buckles in Texas and little bitty, well, we'll leave it at big belt buckles.
okay. You know, my partner, he needs a big belt buckle.
Well, I tell you what, I've seen you talking to a bunch of good-looking West Virginia women around here tonight.
Well, no, I didn't say that about the women in West Virginia.
Who you knocking, the goat?
The goats.
All right, we got Morton on top of Morton, and Morton's going
Joey
to
tried
cover, and Morton kicks out. Morton's got Morton in a reverse chin lock. Referee asking Morton if Morton gives.
That's right.
Morton declines.
crowd here trying to get Ricky Morton back into this match. Referee's asking him if he's going to give it up. Ricky Morton starting to come back.
Ricky Morton's down. Joey Morton's got Ricky Morton in a reverse chin lock. Referee's asking Ricky Morton. Ricky Morton says, heck no. Have you bumped your head?
Ricky Morton aiming for the hire. And once again, Joey's got Ricky down on the mat.
Watch him, Ricky's trying to fight me. Come on, guys. Shut up. Come on now.
All right, Ricky Morton's down. Referee should be lifting his hand. Checking him.
Ref looks like he's got good position here. Joey trying to put Ricky Morton out. These fans giving Ricky a second win. Ricky Morton with an elbow to the midsection. Once again. And Joey gets the eyes and puts him back down on the mat.
Referee, Come in. Alaskan.
Referee's asking Ricky Morton
This
once
is
again
TV.
to
Make him
remove
a
his arm.
Don't get too close.
Joey's constantly going back to this rear headlock.
Shut up, Fatso!
Ricky Morton's just taking a breather right now. Come on, Ricky Morton. Come on, Joey Morton. Give us some action.
This crowd getting Ricky Morton back into it. Ricky Morton, couple elbows to the midsection.
Gut comes up, ducks a clothesline, gives him a clothesline. Ricky Morton coming back alive. Like being raised from the dead. Ricky Morton's up. Shoots him across, comes in. Ricky Morton moves, nobody home. Schoolboy, 1, 2, 3.
That is it.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express.
Fans, welcome back to NWA Mountain State Wrestling, and we're ready to look at our fourth match on tonight's show. This match came from Mountain Mayhem 2 in Mullins, West Virginia. It was a match in which all the titles, the champions, Adorable Danny Ray, Kris King, the Alaskan Assassin Ice, and Johnny Blast titles were on the line. And Commissioner Larry?
Okay, this match was the loser of the match who got pinned. His title would be retired. This has never been done in any other NWA, MSW match or NWA whatsoever. And now we'll go to our announcers, Nature Boy Buddy Landel and Leonard Sims for the action.
There's been a group of guys get in wrestling that are just fantastic. I gotta tell you kudos to the front office at NWA Mountain State Wrestling for assembling a locker room full of guys that could very easily be in the NWA TNA. They could be in the WWF. I mean, it's fantastic.
You're right, buddy. And all our guys are pumped towards going on beyond to TNA and on beyond to WWE someday.
Well,
We
you
have
know,
such
Leonard, there's a lot of independent wrestling shows out there. You can drive by a lot of towns. You can drive by a lot of towns and see a sign that said wrestling here tonight. But the bottom line is NWA is an organization that's been around for 150 years.
Exactly, buddy. The NWA is the oldest sanctioning wrestling body the world over. It's the most widely respected.
Absolutely.
And it still is.
And I'm telling you, folks, my personal opinion, almost 30 years of wrestling, if it doesn't say NWA on the card, you are just wasting your money. You're wasting your time. And I'm going to tell you, we got a collar and elbow locked up. We got Johnny Blast out there against Kris King. Goes over into an arm bar, switches it back.
Referee's Patrick Nicholas, one of the finest referees in the business today.
Nice roll from Johnny Blast into a side headlock. I got to tell you, Leonard, we're going to see. I don't expect this. I expect everybody to take their time in this match. There's a lot at stake here. Whoever loses their title tonight, that belt is eliminated from NWA Mountain State Wrestling. There's a lot at stake here.
Buddy, I don't know of any other promotion anywhere that has put
Just
such
totally eliminated
such a
a title.
match together where all the champions are in one ring at one time with stipulation that someone's going to lose their title.
You know, I'm just thinking back on my career. I couldn't imagine being, you know, concentrating on having every hair in place, my robe looking good, being extremely good looking, and concentrating
As you
on.
always are.
Well, you know, somebody's got to do it. But anyway, I can't imagine on all of that, coupled with being concerned about not only losing my title and not being able to gain it back, but losing it and being eliminated. That's insane. Nice arm drag from Kris King on ice.
Of course, you know, Kris King recently had Johnny Blast and the Alaskan Assassin Ice turn on him. And now the fans are behind Kris King, and that has really, Kris King has developed into one of the most popular wrestlers now in NWA Mountain State.
He has, and I've got to tell you, it's 1, 2, big kick out. I got to tell you something. It is very hard to impress me. I mean, I've been, you know who all I've been around, who all I've wrestled. Everybody listens, the sound of my voice does. It's hard to impress me. But folks, I got to tell you something. Your TV Saturday superstars, you know, they die out, and there's a new, younger breed coming up. And you're watching it right now.
Exactly.
And these are the guys that are taking the place of the Nature Boy Buddy Landels, the Ricky Mortons, the Ricky Steamboats, and the Ric Flairs. You're looking at it right now. This is the future of our business. These guys are fantastic. And Leonard, from what I understand, and I don't know if you want to comment on this or not, but I heard that there is a long list of wrestlers from around the country, and I heard that you were even in secret negotiations with some guys that were being released from their contract from the WWE. That's how prestigious that NWA Mountain State Wrestling is.
Exactly, buddy. NWA Mountain State is always looking for new talent, established talent, and I can't go into a lot of details on contract negotiations, but in the weeks to come and in the months to come, you're going to continue to see more and more wrestlers coming into NWA Mountain State.
Now, Craig's got a mind on him too.
Check out the action there, buddy.
Well, what we got going on here is it's a typical.
Johnny Blast ploy.
What they're doing is they're beating the kid up in their corner. They're drawing the referee over, taunting Kris over here, wanting him to come in. The referee goes to him. They do the false tag. They double team him in the corner. And this is just typical of Johnny Blast and I.
Exactly. We've got a near capacity crowd here tonight in Mullins for Mountain Mayhem 2. And the fans are getting behind as Kris King tries to get the crowd up.
Okay, we got a reverse chin lock. I've got a reverse chin lock on Danny Ray, which is the NWA Mountain State Heavyweight Champion. He drops down, shoots off, hits the ropes. Big double tackle, they're both down.
All the champions, whether you like them or not, whether it's Johnny Blast and Ice, the tag team champs, you have to give them credit. You may not like what they do, but they've never ducked a challenge. They're always got the titles on the line. Danny Ray, you may like him or not.
Well, now what I'm reading here is that we got a TV title getting ready to form, and it's starting soon also.
Soon, we're going to be introducing a tournament to crown a TV champion, probably within the next couple of months. So that will be some exciting things to look for, probably.
I got to tell you, I love West Virginia. I always have. I'm a Tennessee boy, but I love West Virginia, and I'm excited just to come to work. I'm very excited, the talent. Okay, we got a big boot from Kris King. He's getting ready to give a frontal spine buster here. He sets down one. He's got the rope. That's it.
What a travesty here tonight.
Oh, my Lord, do you know what this means? This means that the light heavyweight championship is eliminated from NWA Mountain State Wrestling. It no longer exists.
And Kris, you can tell by the look on Kris King's face, he can't believe what's happened tonight, how he's been cheated out of that.
That's right, don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. It's been eliminated, it's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, the light heavyweight title is eliminated. It no longer exists in NWA Mountain State Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome, fans, back to here. We're going to have our 5th match of the evening. And this is another match from Mountain Mayhem 2 from Mullins, West Virginia, back in July.
We're going to see a tag team match, fans. We're going to see Frank the Tank Parker teaming up with the Maestro against the War Machine and the Barbarian. And now we'll go to ringside for your ringside commentators, Nature Boy Buddy Landel and myself, Leonard Sims.
it was an exciting match with Danny Ray last week and the War Machine. And I got to tell you, big high hip toss.
Oh, man, that had to hurt, buddy.
That ring looks like it's going to collapse.
You got two big men in there.
You got about 600 pounds in that ring right now. That's standing in the middle.
Exactly. Exactly.
You got a half a ton of wrestlers in that ring out there, combined total weight. Now, I've not seen too many people do that to the Barbarian. Take him down when he comes through the ropes.
That's it. And the Barbarian and Frank the Tank Parker do have a past also.
Exactly, but Mama says sometimes it bees that way.
I tell you. They've met and battled many times. Frank Parker's been around so many times. Said pretty much you could name anybody in the business and he's been in the ring with them at some point in time.
Folks, if you want to keep up with what's going on, the intricate details of what's going on in NWA Mountain State Wrestling, hopefully flattering.
That's right, buddy. And also, fans need to remember that we love to hear feedback from you. So you can write to us at NWA Mountain State Wrestling, Post Office Box 459, Beckley, West Virginia 25802.
Leonard, I'm gonna tell you, I'm excited because I'm hearing about a TV title tournament coming up.
Exactly,
We're going to
buddy.
start a new part to the television, which it only seems common sense if you're going to have television, have a TV champion.
Exactly, buddy. Exactly. Something we've been...
It's starting to get really unpredictable around here about what could happen. We saw a title eliminated last week. Last week we also saw at the close of the show, the War Machine winning the title from Danny Ray. I mean, you know, it's just unbelievable what else going on here.
Buddy, I tell you, that's why fans need to tune in each and every week to NWA Mountain State Wrestling, because you never know what you're going to see or who you're going to see.
Now, I've been hearing rumors also back in the back that there could possibly be a wrestling school maybe starting up.
Yes, buddy.
Maybe guys do a tryout or something.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
We'll be releasing a lot more information about that in the next few weeks.
Absolutely. All right, we got the Barbarian on top of Frank the Tank Parker.
Looks like, from my angle, looks like he's got a nerve hold.
He's got him in that trapeze muscle between the top of the shoulder and the neck.
Barbarian really is a powerful man.
Unbelievable. And his wife's as big as he is. Those Samoans are this big, they're really big people.
Referee Bubba Call trying to put the Maestro back in his corner. He said there was no tag.
You know, I don't even know why the War Machine would take shortcuts for Leonard. He's just so talented that I don't see why they would even do that. There's no need in it.
I tell you, buddy, there is no need for it. There's no need at all. All these men are very talented. All these men are very talented.
All right, War Machine running Frank Tank Parker's head in from the turnbuckle, giving him a gut shot. All right, referee's looking around, goes for the cover, 1, 2. Stroh comes in, kicks out.
War Machine's complaining about Stroh coming in.
To my knowledge, the Stroh hasn't been in yet.
Exactly.
He's really earning his money here, isn't he?
I tell you.
He needs a bonus.
Frank needs to get over there and make a tag so the fans can see what the Stroh can do.
Or he needs to talk to the promoter, Frank the Tank does, and get half of Stroh's money for tonight.
I tell you.
Looks like Frank the Tank Parker's wrestling 2 guys, plus carrying about another 280 pounds on his back.
Nature Boy, having been a fan of wrestling for 30-some years, I've seen a lot of people. I happen to be fortunate enough to be in Beckley, West Virginia at the Raleigh County Armory for the Stroh's first match. He wrestled in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. A lot of the fans out there remember Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and he wrestled with Robbie Eagle.
I remember that very well.
And boy, has he come a long way since that day.
You know, I know a lot about this kid, the Stroh, and he was an excellent amateur wrestler in high school and college. And we've got a tag going on right now. Oh, we got a fresh guy in here.
Finally, we're seeing the
Stroh
Stroh
really
in
goes
the
to
ring.
town. Stroh climbs the top rope, going to work on the head of the Barbarian. War Machine comes in, steps around the referee, Frank the Tank Parker down. Stroh clip. He clocks War Machine, got them both, getting ready to throw them in together, I guarantee. No,
Here
he
comes
goes
the
down.
Barbarian. Hopefully Stroh sees him and chops him. He's gonna crack their heads together.
Crack the head together. War Machine is down. Stroh goes over for the count. He is clocked in the back by the Barbarian. Frank the Tank Parker up, working on the War Machine.
Referee's gonna have to get control of this match, buddy.
Referee's got his head on a swivel right now. I don't know what to think.
He doesn't.
Who's the legal man? Nobody knows.
I've lost track myself, buddy. Now we got Barbarian and Stroh
Now we got
outside the ring.
We got all 4 guys out now.
Including the referee, a 5th man outside the ring.
Well, here comes Miss Thing over there. Miss Thing.
Yeah, Miss Viper, Lady Viper.
All right.
Boy, you hear some chops coming from Robbie.
War Machine just got his head run into the timekeeper's table. Stroh's over there wearing the Barbarian out. Headbutting. War Machine's got Frank the Tank Parker on the outside.
I believe the referee has lost control of this match.
He has actually, and he should be counting. He should have started the 10 count. Frank the Tank Parker ducks, clothesline. War Machine runs his forearm, clothesline. That's smart.
Steel post.
That's going to leave a mark.
You better believe it.
Okay, War Machine and Frank the Tank's out of camera range. We have not a clue what's going on over there, other than watching Miss Viper.
I can see War Machine right out of the corner. He's right down next to the concession area.
We have the Stroh over there biting the ear of the Barbarian.
That's about all we can see right now is the Barbarian and the Stroh. The referee still hasn't indicated for the guys to get back in the ring.
Blocks it, head in the turnbuckle. We have just totally lost control of this match. Seems to me, Leonard, that all 4 men have left the ring. Well, what is the referee's decision?
I don't know what the referee's decision. We're waiting to see something, some kind of a signal from the referee.
Stroh's coming back out for some reason.
Stroh's. We don't have any. Buddy Landel, what in the world has happened here?
When you figure it out, Leonard, you let me know.
Welcome back, fans. We had 5 great matches here tonight from 2006, and we're going to have more matches next week, which will be Christmas Day night. And with my friend here, Leonard Sims, my good buddy, the owner of NWA Mountain State Wrestling, we had some tremendous matches. We've had some great announcers in Bart Batten, Nature Boy Buddy Landel, yourself. So what do you expect for next week?
Larry, we're going to have some more great matches. We're going to see some more matches from Mountain Mayhem. We're going to see some more title matches. 2006, we had several different titles changing hands. The heavyweight title changed hands. Of course, again, we joined the NWA in March of this year. It was a phenomenal night of wrestling tonight, what we saw. It was very hard to pick the matches that we did. We hope that you'll join us next week, Christmas Day night, for a continuation at our look back of 2006. From all of us at NWA Mountain State Wrestling, happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
See you next week. Hi, this is NWA Mountain State Wrestling Commissioner Larry Light. And if you'd like to advertise in NWA Mountain State Wrestling, you can call us at 304-673-2054, or you can write us at NWA Mountain State Wrestling, Post Office Box 459, Beckley, West Virginia 25802, or you can contact us at our website, mountainstatewrestling.com.
We'd like to take a moment to thank Suddenlink, Network West Virginia, Clint Morris, and Tammy Lucas for all their help in 2006 with NWA Mountain State Wrestling being on the air Mondays at 8 o'clock. Join us in 2007 as we move on to the next step. Fox West Virginia WVNS DT Television, each and every Saturday at 12 noon. Join us.